Welcome to another Zed Magic YouTube video, live on YouTube, recorded on Twitch. Back at it with some more elementals in Modern with Felidar Guardian and Saheeli Rai combination. Let's get down to the action and see how these matches go. You might have seen the other videos. Risen Reef, Felidar Guardian in action. You have a nice combo win with a bunch of value on the meantime with some powerful Modern cards like Sun Titan. Let's see how the matches go. Hey, what's up, Nami? Thanks for the 18-month resub. Can we get some emotes and hype in chat for Nami with the 18-month resub? Thanks so much for continuing to support the stream. Really appreciate the continued support. Throw any emotes you got in there, and then any hype you got. More elementals, action in Modern. We're back at it. Busy week, but I got some time to stream tonight, so we're gonna make the most of it. I think Sun Titan is still Garbo. I think I want to try it against. I think it's pretty bad, to be fair. I think that the fourth healer might be better. But I think that with Jund and Mardu going up in popularity, I think that card is very necessary. Since it's like an auto win, late game against Jund, like you can just top deck it and win the game. With the Saheelis in the graveyard. I don't think it's too much to ask. I can definitely understand it, though. That's like one of my cards that I'm very ready to cut from the oh wait, we cut 3 Temple Gardens. Whoops. I meant to cut a Temple Garden for something. I forget what it was. No, you're actually third boot. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see ya. Oh, look, it's the auto win matchup. Hey, welcome to the auto win. Celestial Colonnade, nice deck of OP. You love seeing me playing this match? I love playing this matchup. It's easy. It's free. Like, literally free. I'll take a Saheeli. What a turn, right? Oath Nissa bounce. Oath Nissa into Unsettled Mariner. So good. What are you gonna do? Like Narset me? That's cool. That's your turn? Yo, nice. That's awesome, not me. How you doing so far? Against the Healy, copy a Noble Hierarch. Play a Flicker Wisp. Bounce the Oath and Nissa to try to find something here. I actually kind of like that play. It gets my Saheeli on the board. Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Welcome to the unlosable matchup. I don't know if it's unlosable. We're 3-0 against blue-white with this deck so far, so it seems really hard to lose. When you have Risen Reef plus Teferi plus mono value cards. Yeah, I saw that. I thought you had to like pull over in your car. You like were playing on hotspot, which is awesome. Congratulations. Wow, brainstorm, powerful. Powerful brainstorm. Opponent doesn't know the truth. That's nuts, not me. That you used to play such a horrible card game. I'm so sorry. That you're subjected to pain and torture for so many years. So you're complaining to find money? No, he's complaining about how he was subjected to a terrible card game for so many years. And still shocked that he's making money off of a terrible card game that shouldn't exist. You forgot to add probably at the end, Sam. Not me, probably. Oh, I forgot to fetch. Whoops. Did I plus the Healy this turn? I did, yeah. Anything just still done. It's a Healy, huh? Find the cat and turn him sideways? Yeah, exactly. We haven't found the cat yet. We're halfway through our deck. I mean, to be fair, if they have a board wipe, they don't actually do much here. Alright, timely reinforcements. Deal. Feldo carding. There we go. Why am I playing? End this fool? That was some timely for the opponent. It was click 9 more times. Yeah, I know. It was nice. Wrath still kind of hurts there? I don't think so, not me. We just had infinite gas there with the Wrath. It was still fine. Yo, thanks so much for the 52 bits. I'm still going to call you Darth forever, SN Gailey. Thanks so much for the 52 bits. Appreciate it, though. They should make you click it out. Your board was so big already, it might have messed it up. I mean, I didn't need to do much for them to win. They only had 2 blockers, and I could have just, like, copied another Figure Wisp and killed them. I didn't really need to... I didn't even need to combo. I needed, like, 3, right? Like, max. I think 3 guys would have killed them. This Sun Titan is so bad. It's not even necessary. I'm not even going to bring it in. I'm going to pretend like I don't have it. You're great floating fish streamer. Yo, thanks so much. Nah, it's been a while. I haven't been streaming for like 4 days, Tim. How would I expect him to be here? 4 days is an eternity for streamers. You have to roll it around. See what happens. Mr. Roboto. Hana's mana base? Yo, what's up, awesome dude? How you doing, buddy? I didn't actually use your mana base. I used roughly your mana base that you suggested. Hope you're doing well, bud. Your mana base, the mana base you provided is doing pretty well. Also, we missequenced there. Sort of. Not really, actually. I think that's actually fine. No. We wanted to play around Logic Knot for 1, not me. I think that playing around Logic Knot for 1 was more important. Because I think that the card is so important to resolve. It works out that we'll be able to cast this anyway, but... Welcome to YouTube, exactly. I think that's the reason that I started with my 2-drop. Because then, like, I can play around Logic Knot. If it doesn't resolve, then I can do the Oath of Nissa, or that happens, I can do the Oath of Nissa. And I can attack. Yo, what's up, Mossy Beard? How you doing, buddy? And hey, Bob, how you doing? Nice to see everybody here. Can we get some emotes and hype in chat for Awesome Dude, though, with the 21 month. 21. 21. It's so long. So long. Where's our hype? And 10 with the Twitch Prime with 14 months. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for supporting the stream. Appreciate it. And SN Gailey with another 21 bits. You're too kind. You're too kind. And Bob gifting a sub to Mossy Beard. Everyone's going off. So generous. Everyone's going off today. Feels weird, man. SN Gailey, thanks for another 14 bits. Welcome back, everyone. Really appreciate all the stuff. All the stuff and things. Yeah, thanks so much, Bob, for supporting the stream. And for gifting a sub to Mossy Beard. Mossy Beard, welcome to Subscribe Land. Subscribe Land. Yo, 10 with another gift sub to SN Gailey. Yo. This is the subscriber wave of 2019. Thanks so much for another gift sub. You guys are crazy today. What has happened? Let's throw some more emotes and hype in chat. We actually have a hype train going on. Everybody's being nuts today. Cryptic commands? Probably. Yeah. Good. This game's a little hard because, you know, we haven't been able to resolve it to fair yet. There's the voice. Perfect. It's the protest of Prime Day? Yeah, nice. Exactly right, Mossy Beard. Thanks so much for all the support. Let me throw some hype in chat. Yo, SN Gailey with another 13 bits. We really need a raid. There's a shortage of people to gift sub to. Fair enough, Bob. You're right. Almost everyone has a sub now. Yo, Awesome Dude with another gift sub to the community. Gifts a sub to Twitch Prime Reminder. Monkass, dude. Twitch Prime Reminder, by the way. Lol. Twitch Prime Reminder. That's a good one. You got him. You gotta go to bed. Have a great night, Bob. Thanks so much for the gift sub. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for supporting the stream. And awesome, dude. That's so much for supporting the stream. Really appreciate it. Twitch Prime Reminder will love your gift sub so much. Stream Elements didn't get gifted a sub, but Twitch Prime Reminder, by the way. Welcome to the community, I guess. Yeah, got him. Thanks so much. Can we throw some more emotes? Everyone isn't throwing enough hype in the chat. Go, let's go, let's go, let's. That's such a train. We're up to 35 subs again. Wow. Yeah, they wanted to remove some of my pressure. I don't know what shockland we have. Mariners. So many Mariners. This is not easy mode. We're actually working for this win. Pants Off is such a good one. Okay, so good. Look at them bounce my voice. Nope. They can't do anything at instant speed, though. So this Teferi doesn't do too much. The old Chumperino, eh? I could have played the Mariner here, but there's not points yet. We'll play both voices. I'll just save the Mariner for my Risen Reef that I'll find eventually. And we have the path for one of their celestial colonies. The other colony is going to be an issue, though. I guess we could have taxed this by 1. We could have fetched him response, but we're not going to do that. It only makes them pay 1 if they target something? Exactly, and I don't think they're going to target anything. Timely reinforcements. Rough. It's really good here, honestly. D-Sphere on my voice. Nice. I think I'm gonna have to path my own guy. Yeah, definitely would have. The Mariner definitely would have been positive here. So we're gonna do that. Get our last basic. Oh, man, this is a rough scenario. We might actually lose a game against Blue White. I thought this match was unlosable. It's lining up well for them. Should have kept Sun Titan in, eh? Wow. They did have a path. Oh man, Mariner would have been so good that turn. We were way too far behind now. Well, they targeted 3 things there. So saving the Mariner wasn't exactly correct there. I think we should have. I was trying to see if the Sun Titan was actually necessary. So I was trying to not side it in, but this is a matchup where we just 100% want it. I mean, 100% want it against other things too. I haven't gotten a single Like, I have whipped a lot. I got a lot of lands here. I mean, haven't drawn a single Risen Reef, so... Or as you'd like to call it... Shorkle. Coiling Shorkle. Now we got punished by not waiting for the Mariner. Well, like, we waited for the Mariner and got punished, and then we deployed the next turn, and then they got punished because we did wait. Like, both ways we got punished. Kind of wrecked. We could not attack here to keep that around, but it's not actually that much value. I wanted to wait with the Unsettled Mariner. I didn't think they were going to target that much the previous turn. They also could have activated Colonnade. Yeah, for sure, but... We were 100% losing if they do that. I think there are only chances that they'd, like, just trade off there. And then they tap below a lot. A ton. Like, we are reaching now. Like, we have to find... Did we bottom anything that's relevant? I don't think so. I will... percentage points aren't worth a life because we're at 13 versus 12. Well, we're dead. GG's. I fetched since last bottom. True. Oh, I did add a land to the deck. Maybe I was supposed to side out a land in this matchup. I added a 21st land, but I don't think a 21st land is good in this particular matchup. So I could see cutting a land. This is game 2, yeah. This is the first game we've ever lost against Blue-White. Yeah, we lose. What do you mean we lose? We could have kept playing. Nah, it's fine. I'm okay leaving. Path is okay. I want to keep 2. We gotta fetch against them. What's up, Soul? How you doing, buddy? Because I don't want to have my camera on today. I know, it's good. It's good that I'm not permanently a goldfish. Could take a Flicker Wisp, but then flicker this. Are you gonna opt in response? Can't path. It is good. It is a good relief, though. All right, so we can just fetch something taps in Noble Hierarchy here. I want to attack first. I'm gonna get 1 point less of damage, but if they path, then I get to play a 3-drop, so it's worth it. I bottomed. What did I bottom to the? I put a 2 cards I don't want, right? Pretty sure. I don't even remember what we grabbed off of this, to be honest. Did we grab a... We didn't grab a Misty, right? We grabbed a Teferi? Yeah, Teferi. And the other two were not great. There was a Saheeli and a land. I would the other two. Dovin's Veto? Yeah. So we could have played Saheeli there. So didn't play a land. We could have played Saheeli there. And just plus, gotten some scry value. And then we run into Dovin's Veto as well. Because they know about the Teferi still. I mean, I already pressured them with the Thalia, so it's like... Oh, we don't need to fetch yet. Also, Saheeli pressures their life total, which is cool. Third opt against the Thalia. Nice. 21 lands and I was flooding that hard, TJ. Yeah. That is correctamundo. Sometimes you flood. I mean, we had 8 mana creatures in the deck, but we cut 4 in this matchup too. We were playing 21 post board last game. We were playing 21 lands and 4 mana creatures. Now we're playing 20 and 4 against control. Plus, we hit a lot with Risen Reef. We hit a lot of lands, a lot more than usual. The reason going up to 21 lands in general is because of Risen Reef, so you can hit more reliably, though. So, board wipe. And they lose the game. Oh. GG's. I need to actually tap white, huh? Hey! Next match! Matchup's so good. We lost the game just because we saw, like, no relevant spells. I do like the Rage Reverse Thicket and the Botanical Sanctum, though. They're pretty nice. Rage Reverse Thicket already came up that game, right? Life total wasn't quite as low. They're also just lands you can hit off your Risen Reef that come in tapped that are just mana producing lands that you don't have to fetch then for. The Mariner split now is pretty cool. It's 3 in the main, 1 inside now. That's how we got the 21st land in. Green White, Noble. Island has been surprisingly decent. It's going to be bad for this hand, right? In particular. But the island has not been terrible. I just like having a basic island to fetch off of my Misty and to get off of Path for when you need that island for Risen Reef. It also makes it so you can play turn 2 Mariner when your guy gets removed. So, like, okay, for instance, if you're against a Bolt matchup and you have a mana creature and you have, like, these lands, you can go get Temple Garden and then play this and then play your Mariner on turn 2 after your mana creature on turn 1 has been removed. And Mariner on turn 2 against, like, a heavy removal, like a push or a Bolt matchup is really essential. Man, I really appreciate all the support, though, today, everyone. So generous. It was like, what, like 7 subs and like 100 bits? Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You're all very, very awesome. Humans. Pretty good matchup, bro. Wow, that's just a good draw. I hope you find a peace. Now we can path plus the fairy. Unless they go Thalia, then we just go voice plus path. Kesha plus power hour. Yo, thanks so much for the 21 months, Lunchbox. Can we get some hype in chat for Lunchbox with a 21-monther? Thanks so much. Hell yeah, brother. Kesha's so good, alright? Don't you hate on her? I hope you find your peace. This has to be insane, right? Like, against humans? This seems nutty. I'm not actually joking. It actually seems gross. Humans is like a disruptive creature matchup with so little removal that just can't deal with a 1/1 that just produces more creature value. Like, this voice is going to be able to chum. What are they going to, like, Kitesail Freebooter, take away my path? That's fine. I can double block if we want to, or we can actually just chump with our voice. And then the voice gets too large eventually, so the champion can't start attack anymore. It's so good. This hand's not great for them to look at, but it's not terrible either. Voice actually gets bigger after it chumps, and it produces more value. And then we have another voice coming with the Risen Reef, so... Preferably they don't have a land here, and they're just trying to disrupt me here. They can take my path or my Teferi. Neither of them are particularly powerful here. I mean, I guess Teferi just resets their champion, so it's essentially removal on the champion. Path removes the Thalia, which kind of hurts my deck a little bit. But we're going to have a lot of mana eventually, so... With this Risen Reef active. We can go voice here off of these two, I think. I think you want to use the blue source here. Taking the Teferi. That makes sense, I guess. Flyers are our weakness, essentially, with this deck, so we have to remove flyers. "100% snap that off." Oh, a Teferi, you say, hey? You didn't want me to have that. That means it's probably good, right? Elemental? I think they meant to name human, and then now they're really mad. That's gonna be good. Ooh. This is insane. Or illusion? They meant to name one of them, and then I think they messed up. This is pretty good. I think I'm gonna slam. I think I'm gonna play this guy first. I think I'm just gonna leave both these in hand, because like Mariners is really good against them. Wow, double land. That's actually not the worst. This is really good against Deputy Detention. It's good against Freebooter, right? They could have a Meddling Mage, which is like the biggest issue with their deck. This does stop Kitesail Freebooter, right? Yeah, target opponent, yeah. Well, it doesn't stop it, it just makes them pay one. So they have a Phantasmal Image, I think, in hand, and they were trying to name Illusion. And now they're looking at their elemental land like, what the heck, dude? I didn't want this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. What's this fairy doing here? We can bounce their freebooter with the fairy. And then freebooter's like 1/2 flyer that triggers their champion of the parish. That's 3 mana. So it's a 3 mana 1/2 flyer. Probably not the best use of the fairy though. Hey, what's up, Kale? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever had homemade chicken nuggets before. This was the Lunchbox's idea, so if you guys don't like, if chat doesn't like it, then blame Lunchbox. Opponent's trying to figure out how they went wrong. Opponent's looking at the board and they're like, uh-oh, how did this mess happen? How did this elemental mess happen? How does this Mariner work? How do these, what is going on? Oh, I can't wait to draw a second Risen Reeve. Or a Saheeli that copies a Risen Reeve. It's gonna be really good. I guess they could have a Monastery Mentor. I guess what we should save our path for is Monastery Mentor. Monastery Mentor attack is such a low impact turn, though. I guess we could have attacked with Elemental previous turn. That attack isn't terrible. My opponent has lost connection to the game. They're furious. Opponent is furious. Oh, not Monastery Mentor. I always say the wrong one. Mantis Rider. I always call Mantis Rider Monastery Mentor for some reason. Mantis Rider attack for 4 in the air is not that good. Well, I always like mess up the names. I know the cards do. I don't know why I always mess up Mantis Rider's name. My opponent lost connection to the game, so they're gonna time out in a minute, unfortunately, and then they would have lost to Elementals. Maybe they do this on purpose so they don't have to tell their friends that they lost to Elementals in Modern. Yeah, I was playing humans. I was playing the best tribal deck, and then I lost the Elemental Tribal. Can you? Hey, how'd your league go the other day? Well, you see, match number 2, I had some fairly large internet issues. And my fairly large internet issues caused my computer to implode. And I was not able to join in time before I timed out. Well, you see. But then I continued to 4-1 the league. Because humans is great. If my computer connection is not. No, they're not good. They're avoiding the contact. They're avoiding that conversation with their friends. Nice, 2-0. Easy. That was the rage disconnect. Definitely wasn't a that doesn't seem like a oops, I lost connection type of deal. That feels like a whoops, how did this happen? I'm very mad. They just wanted proper testing is all. They have to test against this deck, though. This deck is the real deal. You don't think this deck is good, Tim? Yeah, you better. Uh-oh, Thoughtseize are our natural enemy. They're gonna take Risen Reef, the best value engine in Modern. You think I'm joking, but... Oh man, our Death Shadow matchup must be great. I just thought about that. We have infinite chump blockers for Death Shadow. They actually took Risen Reef. This is what our decks have devolved into. The old Thoughtseize, look at your hand. I'm most scared of Risen Reef. We're 2-0, boot. Our last opponent timed out. Now, my matches are never that fast, boot. Oh, were we talking about against Jund? Oh, Risen Reef's actually busted against Jund. To be fair, you also would have taken Risen Reef? Yeah. No. Risen Reef is busted against Jund. Like, absolutely is disgusting. Here, we got the Jund test now. This is actually a tough matchup, and this is why you have Untitled the board. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Imagine them not taking him. I have 2 here. Yeah. I need it to survive, and then play Mariner. That'd be busted. Bummer. I think I'm just gonna hit a basic planes. Never mind. All right, everybody. You don't have to make fun of my strategy, okay? No bully. No bully. Jund's not even that good, all right? Well, yeah, now with Ren and 6, the X1s are really are very hurt now. Ren and 6 is really good against X1s. Sure. What do we want to draw here? I don't know what we're trying to draw. Well, oh, just always Reef? Are we always trying to top deck Reef, like every turn? That's pretty unrealistic, but I guess so. Risen Reef, Elementals, Voice of Resurgence, insane. Exclamation Decklist, Kale, always available for your viewing pleasure and also on the overlay. Which may not be active right now, actually. There's Unsettled Mariners, there's Voice Resurgences, there's Risen Reefs, there's Flicker Wisps, there's Teferis, Saheeli's, Felidar Guardian. Everything, a cat combo, everything hits, it costs 2 to hit something now, which is kind of cool. Oh no, Tim. Did you lose that game? Sounds about right. Yeah, I don't think the game is actually particularly over. Oddly enough. This is the matchup I'm most concerned with in Modern, actually, with this deck. No Kappa. Yeah, that definitely changes something, Tim. Yo, what's up, Mako Ram? How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream, and thanks so much for the support. These are really good. These must be busted on turn 2 against them. I don't know what I'm cutting in this matchup. I guess I'm cutting birds? Not only does my opponent play a slow deck, they also play slowly. Like, what is this pause? What are you pausing on the end step for? What are you chilling? What are you doing? Come on. Let's get to the action. I'm ready to jam. Oh, these pauses are killing me. I'm so impatient. This is like the grindiest matchup. And every single little thing is so slow. What's up, Max? How you doing, bud? Nice to see you. Welcome back to the stream. You have good news and bad news. You keep paused on literally every step. Like this, though, this amount of pausing. Tap, tap. This. Okay. Like, I'm very low percentage to win this game. You don't yourself pause, you have set stop. That's different. That's totally different. What's your bad news and good news? So you got on your first feature match on SCG this weekend, but the bad news is that you lost to Nexus. Feels bad. Maelstrom Pulse? That's so rude. Why do they have, like, the perfect answer? Alright, we need to draw exactly a path. Hey, look, they had 2 threats and a pile of removal. Just doing Jund things. They have nothing left, though. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Get in there. That's what I'm talking about. That's 2 chump blockers. That's awesome, though, Max. I'm really glad to hear you're doing well. Why can't I draw this well with Jund? I'm just not a Jund player, I guess. Wow, this is incredible. Okay, I get angry when I play against Jund, alright? This is the one deck I get irrational against. I don't know why. I don't think that the deck's insane, and I don't think the deck's broken or anything. I just get irrationally angry that I can't draw this well when I play Jund. They drew 2 threats. They had Thoughtseize into, like, double threat into triple interactive spell plus more threats. Like, that's a good draw from Jund. And that's what Jund does every single time, right? Every time I've tried to play Jund, it's never done that. It's never done anything remotely close. It must just hate me. I literally just can't win with the deck ever. in my entire life. Oh my gosh, this value is through the roof. John just hates me? I mean, yeah. Obviously. Wow, we're gonna lose this game. We needed that a few turns ago. Imagine we drew this a few turns ago. We would actually be okay. We're still alive. Like, we're not out of this game yet. You love Jund? I think Jund's an awesome, cool. I think it's a cool deck. I think this strategy is a little too linear, honestly. It doesn't really have cool dynamic gameplay. It does literally the same thing. Well, it does the same thing every time if it's doing it successfully. There's nothing wrong with linear gameplay, except that it's really boring. Like, John, you just can't afford it? That's fair, too. You have a removal spell? No. This what I preach. Inside me. Oh, wow, wow. Can I explain my deck for noobs? Play creatures. Profit. Is the best way to describe it, chat? Play generically, value creatures, draw a lot of cards off of Risen Reef, eventually get Felidar Guardian, which then immediately wins the game. Is that a good description? How's Modern with that bridge? It's fun. It's a lot of fun. What do you think, chat? I play a bunch of elementals. The elementals trigger. It's a Saheeli combo cat deck, yes. That also produces value through Risen Reef. Get time to practice what I preach. Oh, we could have flickered the ooze. Maybe we should have. This ooze is huge. Maybe we should have flickered that. I don't think so. We're just gonna path that. It's basically a standard power level deck, but the synergy puts it over the top. That's a good way of putting it. It is pretty standard level power. One removal spell doesn't clear the way. Inquisition can get path here, which is really good. Gets Oath of Nissa, that's weird. Seems incorrect. I mean, I think we're gonna win this game. Yeah, that would be insane, Max. Are we gonna win this game? It's like super possible. Do I have a... Do I want to fetch here? I don't think so. Did I bottom stuff with this previously? Have I bottomed anything this game is the question. I don't think so. I don't think it actually really matters. I guess we could just win here, right? I don't want to go to 3. There's really no reason to do that. We're turning in the corner! This game looks so dead! I looked so dead this game, and then I drew Risen Reef number 3. And then I drew into multiple voice resurgences, and now I'm back in the game somehow. I mean, they could still easily win, right? Don't get me wrong. Well, then I have to choose between Risen Reef and Saheeli Rai. Nice Inquisition, though. It's pretty good. So they have a Scavenging Ooze in hand, and that's it. They're going to take the Risen Reef, which makes a lot of sense. Why are they playing the most mopey mid-range cards when Risen Reef is legal in Modern? I don't know. That's a good question, though. Why don't we ask the opponent, huh? Ready for this? Ready for this next turn? It's going to be nuts. I don't think everyone's ready. Is anyone ready? Raise your hand if you're ready. Raise your hand if you're ready for this next turn. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be the grossest thing you've ever seen. How many ticks is this deck? I don't know. I use Mana Traders, Joel Miller. Raise your hand. Oh, hands raised. We're all ready. Chat's ready. I'm ready. The world's ready. Oh, we drew another one. It's game 3. This is game 1. But you always assume we are way farther. This deck is slow. It takes years. This is game 1. Is this still the same match then? This is game 1. Yep. Still the same match. This deck is slow. We could find the combo here. We got there. Let's get it. We have an island, I think. Hey, GG's, everybody. It's game. Now, easy. Jund is the easiest matchup alive. Turn 10 victory! Get out of here, Jund! What are you trying to do in Modern? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Unsettled Mariner plus Voice. Unsettled Mariner was busted that game. We beat like quad removal spell. My opponent probably is like, I flooded so hard. How could I have lost against such a terrible strategy? I mean, I did draw all 4 Risen Reefs, so, you know. How could I have lost such a terrible strategy? I guess we bring in the Sun Titan and 2 more Teferis. Have I been tuning this deck since we've made it? Yes. Chat has helped me a lot. We've been making the mana base a lot better, and we've been changing a lot of the sideboard and the spells and such. We put like the 4th Mariner on the side and stuff like that. Chat has been really helpful. A lot of the community has been given input. This is actually like a tune. This deck is actually brewed. This is like the first deck I've played on a long time on stream that's actually brewed. I'll be right back though. One second. I mean, hey, that last turn we were able to, like, copy a Risen Reef into Oath of Nissa into the combo. How many Risen Reefs would a Risen Reef Chief... That sentence actually doesn't make sense. What's up, Opa? How you doing? How many reefs would a Risen Reef chief if a Risen Reef could chief reefs? Not quite there. Oh, that's awesome, Tim. They just have a bolt, right? Like, it's not worth it. Well, what the heck? This song had a dark twist. Don't make me kill you. Oh, okay. All right, Monkass. Monkass. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, Opa. Well, no, the actual sentence didn't make sense, though, Joe Muller. How many reefs would a Risen Reef chief if a Risen Reef could chief reefs? Oh, it did make sense. I just can't read. All right, never mind. Yeah, never mind. My inability to reading trumped there. I could have gone Noble, but then they just probably bolt, right? So I could have gone Noble into Risen Reef, but I'd rather just go Mariner into Risen Reef. Reading's an overrated skill? Whatever. You be chiefing that reef all day long? Yeah. I was about to say Monk as it makes sense, yeah. It does. You think you might like Spectral Sailor better than Thraven Inspector? Don't cheat on your beloved Thraven Inspector, Max. I might like Risen Reef more than... I might like Risen Reef more than Tireless Tracker. I said it here first. I might like Risen Reef more than... Oh, we can't... We played the wrong land. We can't even Mariner here. You don't understand how many cards it drew me this weekend? No, I'm sure I drew a lot. Were you playing Flash? I didn't actually get to watch coverage because coverage was so bad because of the amount of lag on the stream. I didn't realize I played a land that actually is unable to cast Mariner. Whoops. I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. I would have played the Mun Drop instead of the Oath there. Played Mono Blue? Oh, nice. It was really that good? Mono Blue's still good 2019? Yikes. You need to just kill a Risen Reef, right? Like, I could play the Mariner plus the Oath, but then just kill the Mariner and get no 0 values, so. This might ramp me. Like, it would. This has the chance to ramp me, which is helpful, or draw a card, which is also helpful. Shouldn't they look at the information first before doing this? Oh, but then I have to choose something here. I'm just going to discard a land. Oh, another Risen Reef. Okay. K Command would have been really good with playing the Mariner. Because of K Command, maybe I should have played the Mariner because I can't K Command the Mariner. Alright, good point. Good point, Zane. Good talking to yourself. Oh, and it would have stopped the Thoughtseize too. Alright, Mariner was a much better line. Alright, chat. I understand. You don't have to yell at me. Much better line, Mariner. Much better. Are they not attacking? Your chat says no backseat gaming. Wow, you actually listen to my chat rules? Whew. Nice. That's weird. But also really appreciated. No one else listens to that. I have rules. I appreciate it, Joel Miller. Just weird for me. People usually just do what they want. They have their way. Have I liked the one Rage of Verge ticket? Yeah, it's been really nice so far, Max. It's just like a really nice way to play it on turn 1/turn 2. To have a green-white source. It's a really nice green-white source to not take life the first 2 turns, because 1-drop into 3-drop is really important. Oh, nice, Tim. Interesting. We did fetch in such a way where Unsettled Mariner is awkward in the mana base. I understand. You haven't watched Modern in a while. What's the new hotness in the metagame? Well, there's no more Hogak deck anymore because it was banned. Huh. Killing my Oath of Nissa. Bold. I mean, you got it. That's kind of bold, though. It was Hogak. Now I guess it's Urza War now. Yeah. Yeah, Urza War probably sounds right. You can gain some life here on your way out. Didn't they have a damnation? Unlikely, but we'll off up the trade. We also just have a clean block with this Felidar Guardian, so. Yeah, Urza's Whir is all over the place now. It's like 4 colors. It's like everything except green. It never has green, but it can have any other combination of colors. Alright, now we're going to turn the corner here. Okay, maybe we just win the game. If we find us a Healy, we win the game. It's not exactly Sealy. Used to be attack with this, but they just have a free block. Nice Saheeli Island? Yeah, I thought so too. They don't really want to block the voice, but chumping on the elemental's also bad. We could have attacked with the Felidar Guardian. We probably should attack with the voice a few turns ago. Mariner's not going to be a huge impact now because they have so much mana. They're flooding so hard here. They're drawing like I normally draw with Jund. Oddly enough. Hey, what's up, George Amani? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. I appreciate you reading the rules, though, Joel Miller. It means a lot. They can crack both their fetch lands here. Hey! We beat Jund! Easy. Jund's easy matchup, right? First game was really tight. That game, they just flooded. It's tough. It's tough to see it. Flooded Jund is trash. Maybe you could just remove the word at the first part. That has to be a good matchup. No, I think it was traditionally very bad, Max, because the Felidar Guardian Saheeli combo was so fragile. But with Risen Reef, it probably has increased a large amount. With Risen Reef and with Mariner, it probably has increased by a large number. Isn't Jund always a fair deck with bad matchups? Yeah, it's like a 45% deck. Oh, 3 mana to Fairy has helped the matchup a lot too. So a lot of the newer cards have made the matchup stronger, which means that I don't even necessarily need this Sun Titan. The Sun Titan's kind of just extra to play against Mardu and Jund. It's not necessarily needed. All the new cards that have been added to the deck in this new iteration of Saheeli Rai Felidar Guardian are all great additions to the archetype in order to make that matchup better. None of them make the matchup worse. They all help the matchup. Not a single card. I mean, Sun Titan was in the original version of Felidar Guardian, Saheeli Rai, and Joel Miller. But I guess not as many people know that as I think they do. I know it because I played the version way back, but... Drawing 2 basics against Burn is really good. And we can go get a Plains here, too. This is one of those better hands against Burn because the Mariner is actually insane, too. We're just going to chump block, force a spell, and then Mariner stops a lot of other stuff. Obviously, we don't have a red source yet, which is problematic. Rift Bolt's going to make that cost 1 more. It's nice. All right. Healer Glade is about to be OP. I did remove the 4th from the board, so that feels bad, but it'll be okay. It's going to be still really good. I have 3 of those and a 4th Mariner in the board. That was a great draw. Mariner is a big deal, bud. The fourth would have made a matchup a buy. I don't know about that. This is a scary card for burn. They need to bolt me now. We have to turn the corner now, which we should be able to do. They have to pay one more for every burn spell. So they have to have a 1 mana burn spell and pay an additional 1 here to be past this elemental. Do you have it? 100% blocking. Or just land Boros Charm. They only have. I guess they have 2 cards in hand. Yeah. That's true. But you can't play around that. I was talking about to just attack through this elemental. Can't play around what you can't play around, you know? I need a Oath of Nissa to get out of this, I think. We even had 2 basics and fetch a basic. This matchup was traditionally impossible. But Mariner has made it a lot better. Attack for 5 versus attack for 6 there. I think it's fine there. So they're going to hit me down to 1. They just need another burn spell. So GG's. We didn't have to turn 2 Mariner. Maybe we should. Being on the draw is a huge thing in this matchup. Play versus, like, being on the play, you actually can win this matchup now. On the draw, I think it's unwinnable. Nice. Okay. GG's. Did they actually have that countered? Or did they pay for it? They paid, right? I conceded before. I love burn decks. Nah, I don't think they're particularly fun. I don't think they actually have particularly interesting gameplay. Not in Modern, Joel. They're just kind of. I play a lot of decks that are bad against Burn, but Burn doesn't really keep Modern. Burn doesn't keep Modern honest. I don't believe. Not anymore. It used to, but I don't believe it makes it modest. I don't think it keeps the format in check as much as it used to. It punishes fetches and Thoughtseizes though. Not as much as you would anticipate. I don't believe. This is just my opinion. It makes sense that they cost some, yeah. And beats those decks, but I don't know. It doesn't do it enough. It just has, like, Eidolon is like the biggest thing now, right? Like, Eidolon actually makes it so you can beat combo decks. Otherwise, you just have like these decks that just, they're either creature decks or the combo decks that just out destroy burn. Like, I think investing in Magic is bad regardless of where you're putting your money. Or you're just saying you would never own Modern cards. I kind of want to get rid of the birds here. Or the Bonobles. You wouldn't buy a deck? Yeah, Mana Traders is a great way to play online. For all of your card needs. Alright, so Risen Reef is going to be really good. We have the combo lot wrapped up, so. Oh, they didn't attack with their. They forgot to stop, which is punishing. Alright, sounds good, buddy. Does Burn play Searing Blood? I don't think so. I actually don't know. But Burn has so little metagame share that I don't actually know all the cards in it anymore. Like, Burn is that badly positioned that I know that people that love Burn are not even playing Burn. Oh, Searing Blaze? Oh, yeah, 100%. That's why the matchup's so bad for me. Man, and my combo's just in danger here, too. Wasn't Burn well positioned during the Hogak meta? Not particularly. It wasn't, like, impossible, but it wasn't particularly well positioned. You have a path? You do have a path, okay. Nice. We have a bolt. Path, okay. I don't think we can not go for it, though, with 3 cards in hand from them. Yeah, like, Chalice on 1 was the best thing in the format, right? Because of... I didn't see any Burn, ever. I don't think Burn's been good for 2 years. I think people are, like... I think people that play Burn have been confused for 2 years, honestly. This is Kesha, yeah. Where are my Healer of the Glades? Where are they? We have to hit it here or we lose. Alright, we lose. I needed to look to get my max looks at Healer of the Glades, and then we got 0, so... Theoretically, this matchup should be fine with Unmirrored Mariner and Healer of the Glades and the combo kill, but... It's a lot better than it used to be. It was before Eldrazi-tron, though. It was also a team event, right, Analomy? Are you talking about during that team event? Team events are kind of skewed. Why does Burn always ruin the fun? I don't know. I think Burn is kind of just too linear. It's not super fun. Like, obviously, it's hard to play. I'm not discounting the ability to play Burn. Like, it's definitely a challenging deck to play correctly, and there's a lot of lines that are not intuitive. I think this matchup, yeah, I've only played the 4th healer, exactly. I think the matchup against Burn is awful, though. And I think that it gets a lot better because of Healer plus Unsettled Mariner, but I think it's just really tough when you have mana creatures and a bunch of shocklands. It seems like a great concept. You like it, Active Gamer? It's been doing pretty well so far. It's been like 3-2ing or better. It's really good against Blue-White, and we've beaten Jund once. We're 4-0 against Blue-White. What a shame with someone. It's definitely a cool concept. And it's been doing reasonably well. In the most of the night, you're gonna die. I'm gonna shock. I ditched the third land at the bottom, which is bad if my noble hierarch gets disrupted and I don't draw lands. Phoenix. I haven't played the Phoenix matchup much, so this is actually gonna be pretty testing. I think we've played against Phoenix once, and that was a long time ago without the changes. You think Blue Eye Control ruins the fun? Blue Eye Control's a buy for this deck, Tim. Literally a buy. The matchup could not be easier. Are you talking about in general? Yeah. It's not. It's mostly Risen Reef, Joel Miller. It's Risen Reef, Teferi, and Voice of Resurgence. It's not just Teferi. Teferi is not like part of the reason, but Risen Reef just owns them. Flicker Wisp was actually pretty good against Blue White too. Flicker Wisp was a fun card. I could kill the Birdie Bird, which gets rid of my red source. So maybe I should supposed to get a green-red here. No, I didn't have another second white, though. This card's a lot of fun. We have a tough time against Lava Dart and Gut Shot, which is why this matchup has been rough. Ooh, that's always a good one, Joe Miller. Not always the best strategy in a cube. Not the most powerful, but always a cool strat. What, Manamorphose? So they can get Phoenix back here, but we're fine against Phoenix here. They can also Lava Dart this bird, which they should do. Although Lava Dart does disrupt the combo too. Oh, they are on the Flame Slash version. Yeah, their matchups against me is going to be much better because of the Flame Slash version. Most versions aren't running Flame Slash. Which definitely makes it tougher. Our start isn't particularly powerful against theirs either. We do have a lot of sideboard cards, though. Like, the Thalios are good. The Unsettled Mariner is really strong. The Teferi Time Raveler is good. The Eidolon of Rhetoric is strong. What is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably taking out... Probably taking out 4 birds in this matchup. Or 4 1-mana effects. Okay, so we can bounce the Felidar Guardian until end of turn. Then the Felidar Guardian comes back, bounces the Flicker Wisp, and the Flicker Wisp bounces the Aria. Gotta respect anyone running Flame Slash. Yeah, I guess it's fine. But, like, Magmatic Sinkhole, they're running... Wow, they're playing Flame Slash and Magmatic Sinkhole. I guess one of each. I guess one of each because of the... There's so much Phoenix in this metagame, and also humans. I guess it's a call to humans and Phoenix in the metagame. Like, Sinkhole's amazing because it also hits Planeswalkers, so it also has game against Blue-White as well. Flame Slash also hits Mono-Red Phoenix. Play one Sinkhole. One Sinkhole is standard. Flame Slash seems weird. Seems like you're too narrow, right? Like, it's great in the matchups it's great against. Like, Slash on the board seems perfectly reasonable. Yeah. That was in the main. It's a perfectly reasonable sideboard card. Rip is a little bit too meh. We actually want to keep our voices in, and Rip doesn't actually stop their... We don't die from their Phoenixes most of the time to Freaky. We usually die from their Thing in the Ices and their Aria Flames. Their Phoenixes are like the least problematic card out of their deck, actually, which is very strange, but it's just how it breaks down. A lot of their X ones are really... I mean, like, they do have the Lava Dart, which plays out of the graveyard as well, but Rip is so low impact and is the Nombo with the voice that isn't worth it. You just want to cut, like, I think I want to cut the 1-drops, and I'm not sure what other 4 I'm going to cut. It also stops looting. Yeah, I understand. It has some utility, but it doesn't have enough upside to take out a proactive card that's also an elemental in your deck to then keep producing value and to stop your game plan. So you have to outweigh how much it stops your opponent from how much it stops your game plan. And I think voice is super important in this matchup. In addition to, we just lose to the rest of their cards very easily. It's very good versus Finale of Promise as well. It does. It's very good against all these cards. But the negative of having a card in my deck that is not proactively doing as much as it can be is rough. Like, I don't even know if I want to play Eidolon of Rhetoric, honestly. But it's really good. And I think this is the best option. I think this is just a better rest in peace in most of the times. It stops a lot of things, I understand. But the downside of the Voice of Resurgence is something I don't want, necessarily. Because I think that chump blocking is essential. It might be good. Also... And then, like, you just lose... I lose the Thing in the Ice and Aria Flame. That's the main cards I'm going to lose to every single time. But Teferi also stops Finale, and Eidolon also stops Finale, right? We have 2 cards that already stop Finale. So... And this also stops all the interaction, too. Flicker Wisp is really good, too. Yeah, I understand. I'm trying to figure out what to cut. Like, I don't even know if I want these Eidolons. I could cut more... mana creatures, but I don't like going below 4. It's really hard to cut past here is the issue. Never want 2 Eidolons? That's not the reasoning, though. You either want 2 or you want 0. You don't want to just throw in a 1 of that you're going to draw some amount of time. I could trim some other cards? I don't think so. We want all the main cards, Tem. I'm just not gonna play Eidolons or Flicker Wisps. So playing 1 of a hate card isn't particularly strong because you want to draw your hate card if you're going to bring in your hate card. This hand's really sweet. So I rather, like, you know, proactively bring in my hate card. It's gonna get bolted though. Ooh, wow, it didn't. We're just gonna Risen Reef here. Oh. Nah, it's too good to Risen Reef here. I want to see... This means that we can't cast Saheeli right now. You're saying you don't ever want both at the same time. I understand. But that's not how Magic works, Joel. Like, obviously you don't want 2 of your narrow hate card at the same time, but you have to play your cards to be able to draw them. We are. Yeah, that's really bad for me. Opponent showing no respect for giant growth? Yeah, for sure. Right. If you don't want to draw 2 cards, you don't want to play 4 of. We could just be dead. We tried Reflector Mages in the deck? I haven't. I've thought about it. Oh man, we tapped wrong. Should have kept up the breeding pool. I haven't played Reflector Mages in the sideboard. I haven't really needed them yet, but this would be a really good matchup for it. They're going to kill the Saheeli here. Unfortunately, the Aria Flame makes sure that the Saheeli is taken care of. We need a land. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is Reflector Mage is disruption, but if you don't have pressure to back it up, then it's not great. It also doesn't redraw off of Resonant Reef. I didn't really want to play a tempo card in a non-tempo deck. This is a grindy deck that has a combo finish, right? Which is it's a different entity. Alright, so I had to draw a land. And I have to dodge a spell. You know what'd be great here? Eidolon? Yeah. That's why we could have kept 2 in. But it's tough to figure out how you're going to sideboard when you're playing against a matchup for the first time with a new sideboard. What's up, American? How you doing, buddy? I don't know. Someone mentioned to listen to Kesha today, so I said, hey, why not? All right, they're tapped out. Can I get a land? Or are they gonna just lava dart me to death? I'm dead. Okay. GG's. So, pretty good league. We're on 3-2. Blue-White has proven to be an insanely good, easiest matchup of my life. Humans looked reasonable. My opponent did time out, but I really wanted to see the humans matchup. I think the humans matchup is pretty good. We just have a bunch of creatures that it's hard for them to disrupt. We can outvalue them until we combo. So I think humans is actually a reasonable matchup. Jund felt... Game number 1 felt tight, and my opponent flooded game number 2, so we need a larger sample size, obviously. Jund felt like the fact that we won game 1 against Jund is nuts. And then game 2, that was kind of easy. They didn't do anything. Then against the 4th opponent, Burn, our Burn matchup felt better than it had in the past, especially with the new mana base. The new mana base felt really clean today, and I really like the new mana base over the last mana base. So that's really awesome. In addition, I also think that the Phoenix matchup feels a little bit better, although it doesn't feel quite there, and I need to figure out what I'm going to be sideboarding in that matchup, how I'm going to fit in 2 more Teferis, an Unsettled Mariner, 2 Eidolons, the Thalias. So the Thalias and the Eidolon, we didn't get to see the Thalias in that particular game, which would have been powerful, and the Eidolon I think is really strong in that matchup as well. So we have to figure out a little bit more on sideboarding in the popular matchups, but the deck has felt strong. It just destroys blue-white, and the other matchups are pretty good as well. It's really nice to see the progression of this deck and see it keep coming along, and I think there's so much more room to grow. So thanks so much for viewing this YouTube video here on the Zed Magic YouTube channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out future content. You guys check out my Twitch page below in the description, twitch.tv/zedmagic. Also, there is a Discord and Twitter links below there in the description. Make sure to comment with any suggestions or hates that you have in particular, and I'm sure you'll say them because, you know, it's YouTube. And thanks so much for viewing again, and I'll see you next time here on the Zed Magic YouTube channel.